Okay, now I'm in the process of optically centering my rifle scope. This is done by putting the rifle scope vertically on a mirror in a very well lit place and looking down through it. You are going to see two crosshairs. I'm not sure if you can see it here, but that's how it should be. You're going to see two crosshairs in there, and the two crosshairs have to be on top of one another without any difference between them. If there is any space between those two crosshairs, you're going to have to click them, click the turrets until when the two crosshairs are just on one another, and this optically zeroes the scope, optically centers the scope. The steps that I have taken so far to mount my rifle scope are here on my laptop. I'm going to read them to you, and the next step as well. Step 1, all the screws on the corresponding holes should be degreased with acetone. I did that meticulously. Step 2, all the scope rail, also the scope rail on the gun and the corresponding surface on the base. Step 3, and the scope tube also. Step 4, rest the gun on sandbags or pillows or something. Step 5, apply oil to the receiver and bottom of the base to prevent rusting. Careful not to get oil in the degreased holes and surfaces. Step 6, the only way a scope can move is if there is no positive mechanical stop. If the scope relies on clamping pressure only, it will continue to move, so take advantage of the stop pin. Step 7, tighten the base using Loctite 243 by tightening the middle screws first. Step 8, optically center the scope, which is what I just did, and I'm going to now proceed to the next step, which would be lightly mounting the scope on the gun and measuring barrel droop, and then calculating the shim using Chairgun Pro. It is said that Dana Magnum 460s have around 17 inches of droop at 30 yards. We'll see about that. But before mounting the scope, I'm going to have to clean the scope tube, the exterior of the scope tube, using acetone to remove any grease on there in order to let it get tightened in the scope mount rings better, and hopefully not creep on me in the future. Thank you for watching.